All eyes on me. Little life of the thug nigga till the day I die. Little life of the boss player. All eyes on me. Little life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Little life of boss player is even getting hot. Hey, to my nigga Pop. Live my life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player is even getting hot. These niggas got me tossing shit up at the top.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we're going to talk about why men are leaving gyms. Women are constantly recording and accusing guys of being creeps when they're not even flirting with them.
In today's episode of why men shouldn't be allowed out in public, I just left the gym, obviously, and I ended my workout on the hip abductor machine, and unfortunately, ours is faced towards a bunch of upper body machines, so I'm on it, just finished setting it up, doing like a couple of practice moves, and I look up and a man is staring at me, but not at me, but down there, and I catch him midst stare, and he just looks away.
Oh my God, a man looked at you in a public gym? That scoundrel.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
When you notice your gym crush, but he doesn't notice you.
PSA to all the guys who go to the gym. Let me turn off the TV really fast. I left my dog in the cage and she goes buck wild crazy when I leave her there. So I put on some Disney movies for her. And yes, I'm wearing a filter because I don't have any makeup on and I look like shit today. But please, y'all, for the love of God, if a woman is at the gym and she is getting her workout in, please do not come up to her mid-set to try to have a conversation. I don't care if your intention is to like ask her out. I don't care if your intention is to give her a good compliment, to ask her how her day's going, to sell her the fucking Bible. I don't give a shit. You just, please just don't come up to us mid-set. Clearly, I just got back from the gym, but I actually ended up leaving early because I felt so fucking uncomfortable with how shit was going. And I'm not one of those girls that like cries, oh my God, this guy is looking at me. Like, no, leave people the fuck alone. Like, I don't believe in bullying men at the gym either. But it is really fucking uncomfortable when I walk into the gym and I don't have like anybody else with me. And I dress like this when I go to the gym. Like, I dress like every other gym girly, so I don't want to fucking hear from people who are like, oh, well, the way that you're dressing is kind of asking for it. No, it's not, Becky. I live in fucking Houston, Texas. It's 92 degrees outside, and there's barely AC at the gym that I go to. I actually went to my apartment gym today, and it was actually even worse than the gym that I go to. Like, I walk in, and the minute I walk in, like, I already see this dude, like, fucking eyeing me down. And I'm not, like, again, I'm not saying what his intentions were. He could have, like, all good intentions, but it's fucking uncomfortable, right? And yes, this guy was fucking looking at me because every time I would look in the mirror, like the guy was like literally peering around equipment looking. And no, it wasn't like he was looking at himself because like I locked eyes with him numerous fucking times. But it just got more uncomfortable when I was in the middle of doing a single leg press on the shitty little piece of equipment they have because again, it's an apartment gym. And like I'm halfway between, like my leg is literally, like I'm pushing, my leg is literally here. And the dude stops his workout. He literally was on the what is it called? The Smith machine. He was actually doing the benching on the Smith machine, and this is the only moment I can think about it because it's like a Smith machine, right? So I'm literally down here about ready to push on the fucking machine because I was at number 5 of fucking 8. And the guy walks up and I see him halfway. He literally puts down the bench. The Smith machine bench, walks over to me. He's sitting right here. Like I couldn't miss him because he's in my peripheral vision. So I give him a look and he like, I take out my earbud and I give him this fucking look because I like, what the fuck? And the guy goes, do you compete? I literally pause a second. I'm like, no, I don't compete. He just goes, oh, okay. And walks away. I continue my workout, but then I get to the next workout, which is single leg RDLs. And the guy then walks up to me halfway through and I just fucking ignore him by that point because I was like so fucking fed up. I didn't want to have another conversation after him staring at me numerous fucking times. And then once I finished that workout, I ended up actually leaving because I could see him waiting to come up to me again. It was just like, guys, please don't do that. Please, just for the love of God. I'm about to run out of time, but this is just a PSA just to say, guys, please, if you're going to talk to somebody, at least wait until the workout's over and don't be fucking weird about it. Just if you want to say hi, come up after the workout and say hi. Don't do it mid fucking set.
I think she's delusional. These women at the gym act like they have main character syndrome, like everything revolves around them. A guy can be at the gym and, between sets, look around. Obviously, if there are only 2 people at the gym, of course I'm going to look at you. I need to know if you're a threat or just to be aware of where you are so I don't get too close. The first thing she thinks is, this guy is into me, but he's not. Of course I have to be aware of who's around me. And with how people are always recording with their phones nowadays, you have to watch out for that too. The gym used to be a temple for working out and disconnecting. Not anymore.
Do you think it's chill when dudes ask out girls at the gym?
If I'm working out and you interrupt me, that's a no. If you stare at me for too long, that's a no. And if you try to be cool, but you're not, then it's a no.
What does that look like if they're trying to be cool and they're not?
They're trying to look interesting, but they're not.
How do you think dudes try to look interesting?
I feel like they want to make you feel that they're the big guy. But it's like, there's nothing like a humble king that approaches you.
Is it chill for a dude to ask out a girl at the gym?
Yes. We're also like in an LDS community, so we don't have bars. The gym
This
is
is
like
our
a bar.
bar.
Fossa is the social scene. Like
Fosa's the Orem Provo watering hole.
But we don't mind at all. I think people who mind it shouldn't go to a public gym.
Who am I to say?
Would you have said yes if he approached you at the gym? When you're doing hip thrusts?
If he approached me doing hip thrusts, I probably would have been like, you know. Here's the thing. I feel like girls really crap on guys approaching them at the gym. Just be a civil, kind human being. It's not hard. If you're not interested, you can just politely say like, no thanks, I'm not interested. I've had guys approach me where I'm initially not super chatty with them. And then as we developed a friendship at the gym and gained rapport with each other, then I felt more comfortable with them asking me out. But right off the bat at the gym, probably not the best place to ask a girl.
Get to know them first.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, just don't be creepy about it.
I've seen a couple videos where mainly women, they'll talk about how guys just won't approach them in the gym anymore. I saw one where a lady said that every time she gets near a guy in the gym, they'll like move or like they'll kind of like angle themselves away from her or just not try to look in her direction. And she was confused. And ladies, y'all have to understand, like social media has made it so bad. They basically demonized men even wanting to look at you in the gym. Like the countless amount of videos that I've seen of women labeling dudes as creeps in the gym or calling a dude creepy when in actuality he might have just been staring a second too long or might have been looking at her direction and wasn't really even looking at her, but labeling him as a creep and now that's everyone on social media is mind-boggling. Now, that's not to say there aren't creepy dudes in the gym. I used to work in one. I understand there are a lot of creeps, but I don't think it's to that high of a degree. And I'm not a woman. I can't speak from that, but I'm just saying social media has made it to where guys are even scared to look your way. And I mean, you can't really blame us. It's not our fault. Now, to my fellas, there is a way for you to be able to talk to women in the gym. I mean, that still is a thing, but a lot of dudes would much rather just take the safer route and not even get involved with that. And I don't blame them.
Women want the bears, and we want you to subscribe and help us hit 1,000 likes on this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments. It's important to us. All right then, let's get back to the video.
I feel like a hot button issue in like gym culture is men staring at women in the gym and making them feel uncomfortable. And there's a lot of like gym bros that truly believe that if girls wear like a sports bra and leggings or scrunch butt leggings or shorts, that it gives them a right to stare at a woman. And I had this realization today that the reason why it feels like so uncomfortable and so threatening, especially in a gym, is because it's so easy to not let somebody know that you're checking them out or that you're looking at them because there's mirrors everywhere. And the reason I thought about it today is because there's this guy in my gym that I was fairly certain was a pretty famous actor from a show I used to watch when I was younger. And so I spent a lot of my lift looking in the mirrors at him, trying to figure out if it was him, and then like kind of trying to see what he was doing because I just thought it was interesting. And not once did we make eye contact or did he catch me staring at him or you know, like there was no point where it was obvious what I was doing, but I was looking at him like most of the time for about 45 minutes. And if you are just blatantly staring at somebody to the point where they notice it and they're uncomfortable, you're just being a dick. You can still check somebody out if you think they're good looking without making them feel uncomfortable or threatened. It's really not hard.
These days, most men don't even take chances anymore. They train at 11 p.m. or 5 a.m. because that's when the gym is full of testosterone and empty of drama. Why? Because a 2-second glance can end up on TikTok with the caption, "Gym creep." That's why you don't see men helping anymore, or telling someone if they're doing something right or wrong. Guys just walk away or turn their backs, like the dude in the intro who got rejected. They'd rather avoid a problem that doesn't even exist. We can't even find peace in the gym anymore.
Women. And this is why women say, we picked the bear. We picked the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we both uncomfortable.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
Why don't men check out women at the gym anymore? A lot of men are keeping their heads down and they're trying to pretend that women don't exist at the gym. Social media has absolutely destroyed natural interactions at the gym, and it's unfortunate. Guys who happen to glance over for half a second or accidentally making eye contact, he's labeled as a creep. A lot of men have gotten the overall message to not engage, to not take the risk. The second a guy even glances over in the general direction of a woman, she's got her phone out recording him for social media, completely blowing it out of proportion. Men know that a single false allegation could totally ruin their lives. And at the gym, it's one of the worst places for that risk to actually happen. Even if he offers to help her, he could be considered mansplaining fitness to her, or his very existence makes these women feel uncomfortable. When the reality is most men just go to the gym to get a good workout in. He's there to improve himself. And no man wants to be that creepy guy staring at you mid-squat. The audacity, there's actually some women who get upset that men aren't looking. They spent 30 minutes picking out the perfect gym outfit for them. And then when the men don't look, they're asking, where are all the good men? Why aren't men interested anymore? It's unfortunate it's gone to the point where men don't even feel comfortable going to the gym anymore because of this. They have to act so unnatural.
Here's something, let me get this off my chest. So, aquí at the gym, right? There's this older man that he's around 60 years old. Está panzón, feo, horrible. Y yo no sé de hablar del físico, pero este hombre, I have seen him just for a year now that I have been coming like consistently to the gym and with seeing him obviously. And he comes always to the gym, pretend he's working out, but his eyes are just staring dead ass on girls' ass. Younger females. He's not gonna look at one that it's on the 30, 40 years old. No, he's looking at young little girls. They're working out, stretching, doing something. He'll stand there and just go. And today, I was doing back and biceps. And I was working out really nice. And then I turn back and I see him. And he's just standing there, staring at me. And he gives me this, like an anxiety, like his presence. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, he projects this weird, creepy vibe. You feel me? And every time I see him, I just get pissed off. I can't stand him. And I come early because I would normally be there like 10:30. I get there 8:30, 9, and he's still there. Fucking man. Like, he just irritates me so much because I moved real quick. I finished my sets. I move. And then he moves over there. And I'm like, fucking guy. Like, ooh. And I just try to. So I move. I do my biceps. I move. I go to abs. He goes to fucking near the ab machine. And I'm like, just put your head down. Just finish, get it done. But there was this around 22-year-old girl far away near the entrance where he was just literally standing and he was just looking at her. Like, no le quitaba los ojos. He was just staring at her workout, and I can feel that she felt awkward. She felt like, fuck. Because she kept putting her head down and she kept like trying to look somewhere else, try to hide her butt. Because it's a fucking uncomfortable situation where a guy won't stop staring at you. And she had, just like me, fully clothed. And this guy would.
Imagine this. You take the first machine near the entrance to start your workout, and suddenly this delusional woman walks in, pulls out her phone, and insults you because you're using a machine in a gym you're paying for. A machine that's there to be used, period. If it bothers her so much, why doesn't she move? Now think about what the last woman said. An older guy, probably not even remotely interested in her. In a gym full of women, no matter where you look, there's going to be one in sight. He's not a creep. It's just that modern co-ed gyms are packed with women, and you literally can't look anywhere without someone being nearby. Even worse, with phones recording workouts everywhere, they get mad if you walk by and ruin their video. But tell me, has anything like this ever happened to you at the gym? We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why are men leaving gyms? Why are women acting delusional about men at the gym? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and keeps us motivated to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.